and trends. So I want to talk about blue today because when you think about blues or lighter colors, you just automatically think spring and warmth and a new beginning. So before we get started, to talk about all of the things that I'm going to talk about today, if you want to click the 4 squares at the bottom, that will pull up the gallery. In the gallery, we'll have everything that I'm going to talk about today, all of the finer points, details, sizing, price, and that's going to be where you're going to add to cart. So be sure that you do that because that's what's important for sure. So let's get started. So back to spring, our wardrobes are changing, color tones are changing. We're leaning more into those warmer, brighter colors. So blue is always a favorite in my wardrobe because it's my husband's favorite color. So I always try to incorporate a little bit of that in there because we always like to have, our significant other or our partner, when they feel like, when you feel like they think you look good, then you feel good. So I like to kind of put that in. But my husband buys me jewelry too. He tends to stick with those blue tones, and I always love it. So it's always kind of a favorite in my wardrobe. Let's get started on the blues. So I went for an eyelet top today, something light and airy because that's what spring is. We're heading into that time frame where we can just, dress a little warmer, but we're still not quite there yet. So we still have to have some sleeve length, but we can lean more into those airier things. Well, I went with the V-neck today because this particular necklace, it's going to be 3 carats total weight there, if you can see. And it's going to be sky blue rope topaz, if I can get my words out, and white sapphire around the halo. So this particular necklace is going to be 17 inches. It does have an adjustable loop in the back, so you can make it shorter or longer. I love when necklaces or jewelry do that because it gives you versatility. If I wanted to wear it a little higher, I could, or we could drop it down because I do have on a V-neck. I could go a little lower. But I love how this is the station necklace, but it has that rectangle bar. I feel like that even though this feels so feminine and delicate, it's very classy, but it adds that modern twist when you add that bar in there. I just feel like it gives it a little something different. When we're looking at trends and fashion and all that, necklaces right now, we're seeing more of the pendant trend. Whether it's a single pendant or a drop, just the single pendant is everywhere. We're seeing it all over the place. Necklaces are getting longer as well, so we can see, it's nice that we do have that adjustability. Things, if you wait long enough, typically something always comes back around in fashion. And that's nice because when you're buying jewelry pieces and different types of things like that, you want something that is going to be a staple. It's going to last. You can add it to your collection and you can wear it all the time. So typically any type of jewelry piece, necklace, all those are going to be tried and true. You can usually wear it all the time. But this particular necklace, I feel like where I've dressed it more casually, you could definitely dress it up, but it does have that versatility where you can do dressy, casual, so it's a perfect everyday wear. And I love that when I'm looking for pieces. I want something that's gonna go with everything and I can wear it every day and not have to worry about it. So this is definitely one of those. And blue anymore, I feel like is a neutral. It's always going to be in one of the top favorite colors of the year. Blue always makes it in some shade or fashion. Blue is always there in fashion. One more look at that one. So pretty. So my earrings, we're catching little glints of those. So this is 5 1/8 carat of total weight of London blue topaz, and you're going to have white topaz there. And almost like a little cluster. I think that is so fun. So you're gonna follow that rectangular shape again here in the earring. And it's gonna be a lever back, like an omega closure here. And I like that because it really makes it secure. And you can see how that kind of just levers over. But I wanted to show you this closer because it wasn't really doing it justice on my ear. Let's see if we can get that. There we go. It's so pretty and elegant. how those just really mix and marry well together to make this fun kind of geometrical abstract design. I love when you have kind of an architectural look to jewelry. It's so fun and different. Oh, look at the light catching that. With the blue in my background, that really just marries so well together. It does make me feel like spring. Spring is here. We are moving forward. Oh, I think that's so pretty. I love the mix between, you know, a stud and not quite a hoop, but you have a little bit of dangle, so you do have a substantial earring. It really makes a statement. You can wear your hair up and people are really gonna notice that. It's different. It's so fun. I love these. I love a London blue topaz. I don't know why, I just love that rich blue color. I feel like it really calls my name. I'm drawn to that. It's one of my I always say that. It's one of my favorite gemstones, but I think I like all of them. And that's okay. Those are so fun. But those could be something that I could see, you know, you wearing this, you know, dressed up, making it classy, your hair kind of pulled back, and just a little elegance there. Those are a great addition for sure. But you can see just the pops of blue kind of, you know, peeking out from my hair, but it really adds so much to the outfit, because when you're dressing anymore, you know, you get dressed and you see everywhere. There's a difference between wearing your clothes and styling them. Well, doing that, you're styling it when you add these extra little pieces of jewelry in there to just really make your outfit pop. I feel like it makes you feel good. When you feel like you look good, you feel good, and that kind of exudes from you. So that one's a good one. Now, moving on, I always talk about a tennis bracelet because I play tennis, and so when I do play tennis, I like to still wear jewelry. I want to have pieces that I can wear all the time and not have to worry about, you know, what I'm doing in my daily life. They're just gonna marry and mesh well into whatever I may be doing. I'm a mom, you know, I'm cleaning, I'm cooking, I'm taking care of my girls, I'm playing tennis, I'm working, I'm doing all the things. So I want my jewelry to be able to sustain my day, and I don't have to take things off or worry about it. So a tennis bracelet is one of those pieces because you get such movement with the bracelets, and they just move and do everything with you, so you don't have to worry about it. So this is 28.5 total carat weight of oval cut sky blue topaz. How stunning is that? So this one is a size 7.25. So it is a little bigger on my arm, but typically when I do wear my tennis bracelet, I do like to have it a little larger. It's all preference and what you like, but because I am doing so much all the time, or I'm having, you know, a stack of bracelets on, I do like to have it a little bigger because I can arrange it in my stack easier. Everything kind of marries and moves together, so I don't want to have to worry about, oh, I have to keep it down here. So I like having something a little bigger, but like I said, it is preference. It's how you want to wear it. But this one is definitely one I could see adding into my everyday stack because the color is still light enough that it's a neutral, but it just adds that extra pop in there. I think that's so pretty. I love that one. That one would definitely blend in well with my everyday wear. So we talk a lot about watches. I wear a watch every day. We've been kind of in that tech cycle where we wear the, you know, the tech watches, but I'm really liking the idea of going back to my traditional watch. I feel like that it gives me that feminine look still of something that I need. I have to have a watch on. I'm constantly looking at it, but I want it to feel like a piece of jewelry. I think I'm kind of past my tech cycle, but it's still hard. You know, you're going back and forth, but I think that adding a watch in definitely adds to the look of your jewelry. You know, you've got your arm candy on there. So this particular watch is going to be a BCBG. It's a 36 millimeter, and it's going to be a stainless steel case. I particularly like a larger watch. I do have a larger wrist, so I want something that's going to make a statement and not feel like it's too small on my arm. But I love how this one does feel like a piece of jewelry. So you can see on the dial there, they have the, you know, the little stones, so you get that little extra glint. And I feel like that just kind of makes it feminine, but you still have, you know, a timepiece. It's definitely functional, but it feels like jewelry. Now when I stack my jewelry up, I do, you know, my stack on my right arm, and then I wear my watch on my left. And I've been experimenting. We're trying things out, adding other bracelets on there with it. So I like the feel of multiple bracelets, but I feel like sometimes the watch arm gets left out. I'm gonna try to put this over so we can see what it looks like together. But I feel like the watch arm, I used to just kind of leave it out so it was a watch only, but I wanted to have some love too. I want to kind of add to its style over there. So let's see what this looks like if we pair it together. Now, I like when I can just put my jewelry on myself, and that you can do that easily with the tennis bracelet because they just kind of latch in, and then you got those safety latches on the side. But look how that just really dresses that up, and it gives you just a little something extra on the arm of those together. So this watch, I like how it's gone all the way around, and you've got that bracelet-like clasp there, so it really locks in. It is adjustable if you want to have links taken out to make that fit your size. But I feel I'm liking these two together. It just gives a little something extra. So don't forget your watch arm. Be sure that you add something to that because it needs a little glitz too. Last but not least, we're going to talk about some rings. So my necklace has a matching ring, and I'm going to take it off so you can see it closer. I love something different all the time. It's always fun to have a different design. Let me get closer here. Let's see if we tap that and we'll kind of get it in. Oop, there it is. Look at that rectangle there. So that's going to be 1 7/8 of a carat, sky blue topaz, and white sapphire in the halo there. And that's going to be in sterling silver. I think that anytime you get a ring that you have that elongated bar, I think that's so pretty. And then you have the stones down the side because it's different. It's not something you typically see. Usually you see, you know, round or something else, but I love how you can kind of create a set there if you wanted. You know, that's fun too if you're thinking about a holiday or a gift. If you wanted to get the bracelet and the ring, but you could go ahead and give the necklace and give the necklace and then save the ring for another holiday. So you're kind of building a set or a pair. I think that that's a really great idea. That's something you should definitely look at because I'm definitely gonna look at some of those too, but I love how that they kind of marry together. But this one, it's just fun. And I decided to go on my pointer finger because I had another ring to talk about, but I like kind of mixing things up. I don't have a specific finger that I typically have to have a ring on. So I think that's fun. The last one that I want to talk about is going to be a sterling silver knot ring. So I love the knot. There's, you know, the love knot, there's the nautical knot, there's all different types of knots. But this one is in sterling silver, and then you can see how the knot there, that's so fun. It's different. I love when something is different, and I love that it's in the sterling because it's just easy and you can mix in with all your other jewelry. You don't have to, if you worry about mixing things together, you don't have to worry about that. But I think that this one is just a really fun piece. So we have gone over all of the fun blues and spring. We're heading into that time, so be sure you check out the gallery and shop everything that I talked about today, and go on to the Jadora Marketplace. There's so much more to explore. I find something new every time, so be sure that